Hey man, what up, YouTube? It's your boy ISOT back with another video, man. It's not a reaction. Y'all know I watched this game live. Y'all know I already know what happened. Well, I ain't gonna lie. I watched the first quarter. I, you know, after that goddamn first play where Davion tries to bounce past Khalil and Jared down, steals it and goes all the way, I knew that shit was over with. But I watched the first quarter just to see. It was the most disgusting effort, and just it was the Heat didn't want to be there. They didn't want to play. It was disgusting. And for a Heat culture, you preach Heat culture. Let me show y'all something. The hardest working, best conditioned, most professional, unselfish, toughest, meanest net. Bitch, where? Did we watch the same game last night? Anyways, this video is about what I think should happen with the Heat. What I think we need to do. So let's get to it. First thing first. Pat Riley, I think it's time, brother. And I know it's not gonna happen, but please just step down, bro. Just move on. Just go retire and live life, bro. Live the last years you got, bro. It's time, bro. You're done, bro. We don't Pat, you're probably the greatest fucking basketball mind ever. Like, you've been a part of like 1/3 of the finals as a player, coach, and president, whatever, GM, whatever you want to call yourself. You've been a part of 1/3 of the finals, bro. You're a GOAT. You're in terms of that, like all around coach and front office, like you're a GOAT. You're the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? When you combine both, right? It's time, bro. Like, if this whole Jimmy Butler era didn't show you it's time, bro, it's time. Like, the fact that you couldn't get Jimmy one more guy just to get your Pat Riley, the Godfather, it's done. You clearly don't got that charisma no more. You don't got that persuasion attribute no more. You know what I'm saying? You're done. That's one. Two, I've been seeing a lot. I want to get to the Giannis, and so Dame tore his Achilles. Praise the Dame. They're probably gonna get swept tonight. They're down 3-0. Not get swept. Gentlemen swept 4-1, whatever. He's probably gonna ask out. Okay. And he might stay loyal and say, fuck yeah, but he looks stressed, he looks pissed, he looks done. He's probably gonna ask out. Dame is gonna miss all of next year. Like, Brook Lopez is a free agent. That whole era is probably coming to the end. And the Bucks, let me tell you something about the Bucks. And so Giannis gonna ask out. Anyways, before I get to that, I seen Heat fans saying we could get Giannis. I mean, we can. It's possible, but it's not as possible as you guys think. And it's not possible for this one reason. The Bucks, they have no pick. They only have a second round pick in 2025. That's one. 2026, they have a first round pick. So that's two. They don't have a second round pick because, let's be real, unless the Jazz are a top 5 team in the league, this pick is gonna be protected. In order for them not to be protected, it would have to be 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. And those are for the best teams in the league. Utah is not going to be one of the best teams in the league in 2026. I'm sorry. So that's protected. So they don't have a second. They have a first 26 and a second in 2025. 2027, they have no pick. 2028, they have no second round pick. They have a first round pick, which is probably going to be shitty because I think Portland is going to be nice and they're going to want to swap this pick and take the Bucks pick. So this pick is going to be ass. This pick is going to be in 20. So they have a shitty first round pick here. They have no picks at all in 2029. And in 2030, I mean, they have a first round pick. So they have 4 picks, 3 firsts. Only one of those firsts is going to be good. The rest are going to be low, in the 20s, somewhere around there. And they have a 1 second. So, and they have no good young player. They have 0 good young players. So if they're trading Giannis, they need a shit ton of picks. And they need at least 2 good young players. Now, let's see what the Heat could offer them. I was working this shit, and these are pretty much the picks you could offer, because we can't offer back-to-back picks. So this is what we can give them. Maybe if you want to, you can add you could add this one, and you could add 2 second round picks, right, which are swappable, by the way, so that lowers their value. But you could add 2025 first, 2029 first, 2031 first. Boom. 2025 pick, it's the 20th pick. But first of all, I seen people saying you gotta trade Bam. That's the dumbest shit. I don't even think, like, Bam is 28. By the time the Bucks even rebuild to win now, Bam will be 32. It doesn't make sense. Instead they go for Tyler, Milwaukee kid. He's 25. He's an all-star. By the time they rebuild 4 or 5 years from now, he'll still be in his prime. Boom, boom, boom. Where? Fucking Demon. I think he has insane potential. I think he's going to be a perennial all-star. Okay, you get Where. And Terry, you get an expiring contract. So, you get the clear cap space next year. But then you get 1, 2, 3 first, 2 seconds, right? I think this is a good trade for the Bucks. That's if Giannis wants to come to Miami and says, boom, trade me Miami, da-da-da. But let's look at what they can get around the league. Let's just take the Thunder. If the Thunder if the Thunder don't win this year, they're like, okay, this J-Dub Shea thing, they're kind of both the same player. Do I really want to do this? No. Okay, boom, let's just say they want to trade Dub. They'll put him in this trade. Aaron Wiggins, a guy who's a stud off the bench, can give you extreme bench scoring. He probably as a starter could hoop too, because I've seen him drop 40 points, high 30s. Like, the guy can score the fuck out the ball. Like, he's nice, and he signed 4 years. Great young player. I think this guy could be a star. He has potential. He has potential to be a guy that can average 20-something in the league, given opportunity. So I think him and J-Dub would coexist well. And you add Hartenstein for cap purposes and stuff like that. But then you add 1, 2, 3 picks and 2 seconds, and none of these are swappable. So the value of these picks, it's the Heat pick, it's the Clippers pick, Denver pick in 2027. Who knows what Denver is going to be doing in 2027. This pick could be good because you don't know what's going to happen with Jokic and all that. You already see it unfolding. They fired their coach. You don't know what's going to happen in 2027. These picks are both in the 20s though, so I mean, I don't know. You could probably add better picks. What picks do they got? 2020. Both 2025 picks are. That's the thing. Philly pick probably could be top 6. They're one of the worst teams in the league. So if you don't want to add the Clippers, you might be able to add, like, OKC pick is going to be ass next year. Like, this could be protected so you can't do that. I don't think they could do this but even if they do that, that pick's probably going to be ass. So, I mean, this is the best. Okay, I guess this is the best they could do. This is the best they could do. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think is better. I think think this trade is probably, in my opinion, Tyler Hero and Khalil Ware are more appealing than Dub, and even though Dub is younger, Dub is 3 point. I don't know. It's like if the Thunder trade might be more appealing. The Thunder trade might be more appealing. If we're being real, Thunder trade might be more appealing. Because then these two are swappable. None of these are swappable. I don't know. I think Thunder trade might be more appealing. But nonetheless, so you got these two trades that are pretty even. You don't know which one he's gonna take. The Bucks are gonna take, depending on who they value more. But then you got the Nets. Let's just say Giannis doesn't give preferred destinations and wants to go anywhere. He just wants out. Boom, boom, boom. The Nets, they could give him 4 first-round picks. They could really add another. I could really fuck around and add more second-round picks. But they get Cam Johnson, Nick Claxton, 2 young guys under contract. So they can play for them. They're under contract. They're young. Fit their timeline. Along with 4 first-round picks. Y'all tell me. I don't know. Now, I don't know if the Nets do this, considering, I mean, you pair Giannis with Cam. The Nets seem like a team that would gamble like this. They already did it with James Harden, KD. Do they learn their lesson and maybe not just rebuild naturally instead of trying to go big fish hunting and get the star? I don't know. Because even if you do get this, it's Cam Thomas, Giannis, and is that all they got? At that point, are these two enough to beat the Celtics or the Cavs? Fuck no. So maybe this doesn't happen. But it doesn't matter because, well, maybe it doesn't happen for the Nets. Maybe the Nets don't want to do this. You know what I'm saying? But the Thunder could damn sure happen. And okay, you got Thunder and Heat. Boom. Let's go to Houston. This would put Giannis on a team with, he got Van Vliet, he got Jalen Green, he got Dylan Brooks, he got Reed Shepard eventually would start over Van Vliet. He got Cam Whitmore would finally get playing time, who's nice. I'm just saying, Tari Eason's still there. The Rockets, that's the thing. Would the Rockets do this? Because this team, even then, around the team Giannis with Cam Whitmore, I don't think. So maybe the Rockets can't. Maybe the Rockets wouldn't do this because you're giving up a man, Jabari, Sengun already proved himself. So, but I mean, Giannis clears Sengun, but then when you add a man, Jabari, 3 firsts, it's like, would I do this? If I'm the Rockets, probably not. But this is let's just say the Rockets do offer this. If I'm the Bucks, I'm taking the fuck out this. This is insane. Right? But then, this is the most realistic one. Like, here, it's a long shot for the Nets to gamble again like this for a player, and that it, even though Giannis is great, he's not competing with the top teams in the East with this trade, so it doesn't even matter. Now, the Thunder, this trade is amazing, but is it better than the Heat trade? Who knows? So that's what I'm saying. This is a Heat video, so we're trying to see if the Heat could offer better trades than other teams. And, I mean, to be honest, these two are like dead. Damn, what's up with my mouse? These two are like even. I'm not gonna lie. These two trades are pretty even. If they're loyal to Giannis and Giannis wants to go, but Giannis would love to go to both of these teams if we're being real, Giannis would go to both of these teams. But he loves being, I think he loves in Miami. I think he would. He's tired of small city. So let's just say the Heat trade is preferably better than the Thunder. Let's say the Nets wouldn't do this. Let's say the Rockets wouldn't do this. The Spurs damn sure would do this. Okay, guys. Like, Kessel, great rookie. The Bucks would love to take him. Devin Vassell, great player, but if I can get Giannis, I'm trading Vassell. And if I'm the Bucks, I'm happily taking Vassell and Castle and so on. So, and then on top of that, they get 3 firsts, 3 seconds. 3 firsts, 3 seconds to pair Giannis with De'Aaron Fox with Wemby. That defense, first of all, defense is gonna be insane. You're not getting shit in the paint. Then you got Fox. Then the offense is gonna be there because Wemby could shoot. Fox, boom. Oh my God, holy shit, this team is insane. Then you got AJ Green. You could add him on the court as your shooter, just for spacing purposes. He's a great shooter. They still got Keldon Johnson off the bench. KPJ would come off the bench. If the Spurs offer this, I'm taking this over the Heat trade any day of the fucking week. I'm sorry. Like, I'm taking this trade over the Heat trade. You get an extra second. You get better value from the first round picks. Because let's be real, Golden State pick is 20. Fucking these picks, who knows what they're going to be at that point. But the Spurs are over here trading a ATL pick, and then boom, 2029, whatever. Which they're probably going to be nice for that value add. But if I'm the Bucks, I'm probably taking this. And if I'm Giannis, I'm so cool with going to the Spurs, teaming up with Fox. And Wemby, especially if AJ Green comes along shooting, and Kate, bro. Like, this team can win a ring. So you got this trade, which is better. You got this trade, which is pretty even. Who knows? So these are the 5 teams that I think could do it. Or these are the 5 teams that's possible where Giannis wants to go there. Giannis could want to go there. But they also have a lot to do it. Now, the Nets, like I said, you want to get rid of this. Maybe Giannis doesn't want to go there. Maybe they stay loyal to Giannis. Maybe they obey Giannis's wants and don't trade him to the Nets, to Brooklyn, because he wants to compete, So maybe this doesn't happen. Take this out the way. Now here, maybe the Rockets don't want to do this because they're realistically, the Rockets don't have to do this. Amen is going to be a star. Şengün has already made an All-Star this year. Jabari Smith is going to be a good player in this league. Then you get 3 first-round picks. And does Giannis really send you over the hump when you're giving up these guys? I don't think he does. Once you give up these 3 and get Giannis, it's like, I think Giannis makes you better, but he doesn't make you get over that hump. If you're giving up all of this, is it worth, are you going to beat a team like the Thunder with Giannis? But gave up Amen, Jabari, and Şengün? I don't know. I don't think so. So it's like, would the Rockets do this? Would the Rockets trade away from their future for 4 great years of Giannis? But are they gonna win? Probably not. So I don't know if this could happen. Because they got Reed Shepherd, Cam Whitmore, Jalen Green, but they have no big. They lost their 2 good wings. They got Tari Eason, Dylan Brooks, and Van Vliet. But I just don't think they get over the hump with Giannis instead of these guys. Over all 3 of these guys. Even though Giannis is better than every single one. He's probably better than all 3 combined. It's just how the team works together. I don't think it's worth it. And they're younger. I don't think it's worth it. Because I don't think this guarantees a Rockets ring. That's why. It's a risk. It's possible the Rockets could win a ring, but it's not guaranteed to be worth it. So this one though, if the Spurs say do this, I ain't gonna lie, the Heat have no chance. Let's just cut to the chase. If the Spurs do this, the Heat have no chance. And it's very possible that a team that a Bucks value, Jalen Williams, a guy who could play defense, who's younger than Tyler. I think he's younger than Tyler. He might not be. J-Dub might be older, or they might be the same age because Jalen Williams played multiple years in college. Tyler played 1. 24, yeah, he's 1 year younger than Tyler. So, and then you're gonna have to pay Dub more than Tyler makes. Tyler makes 31. You probably have to pay Dub, but he got the team option, so I don't think you'll have to pay him. But yeah, and give me where potential over Wiggins and Hart. So let's just say the Heat trade is better. Like, if the Spurs really do this, bro. Like, if the Spurs do this, you're not fucking with the Spurs. Like, you're not. You're done. If the Spurs do this, like, this is rings. This is, like, but it's possible. I mean, the Heat could do it, but it's just like, let's be real. The Spurs could definitely do this. So I wouldn't say, and then the Thunder could do this, and then the Bucks could say this is a better trade. So it would be hard. I just think it's gonna be hard to get Giannis. Could we pull it off? Yes. Is there a chance? Yes. But if I were to compare, I'd say if the Spurs sent this out and the Thunder sent this out, I'd say that he had like a 20% chance of getting Giannis at that point. So I think this team more so needs Trae Young instead of Giannis. Well, no, that's bullshit. I think this team needs a Trae Young instead of a KD. But if we get Giannis, I would love to get Giannis. Giannis and Bam would holy shit, that would be amazing. But yeah, I just don't see, if the Spurs offer that, there's no way that Heat have a chance. The Heat don't stand a chance. They don't stand a chance. My personal opinion. You're getting more picks. You're probably getting better value picks. And then you're getting a Rookie of the Year in Castle. You're getting a Vassell who can pretty much match Tyler Hero once he gets to that point. Like, let's be real. Like, that's no hate on Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero's a star. I mean, and all that. But maybe not. Fuck, I don't know. Never mind. I disrespected you, Tyler. That's my problem. Yeah, that's my bad. Honestly, it's possible. It's hella possible. I came in this thinking it wasn't possible. But then I started to think the Nets probably don't want to do this again. Don't want to go through that again. And the Rockets probably don't want to do that. Because it doesn't necessarily guarantee a ring. They're 2 seed now with the team. Why would they, But the Thunder could definitely want to do it, and the Spurs. So, and Khalil Ware is very appealing, I think, in my opinion. So, who knows? Maybe we can make it happen. If Pat's not washed, it's very possible. We can probably get Giannis, but I just don't want to like hold my hat on that and and hope that's gonna happen, because I don't know. It's just a low chance. What else I want to talk about? I think we gotta re-sign the shit out of Davion Mitchell. But I think if we can't get Giannis, we gotta do everything possible to get Trae Young, because this offense, 81, 87, 100, unacceptable. We need to our offense been shitty like forever. This whole year it's been ass. Really, in this series, I think the defense was terrible, but I think the Cavs were more so on fire than it was the defense being terrible. I mean, the Cavs, like, bro, 46, this is just this game, but the series, they were going off. Like, I don't necessarily think it had anything to do with defense. Partially it did, because we were giving up blowbys, but they were making every single shot they put up. Like, the shooting the Cavs displayed this series was world class, bro. I'm talking with a list because I got my Invisalign in, by the way, but the best thing that he could do, they need to get Trae Young or Giannis. I really don't understand KD. KD, unless you could trade Wiggins for KD, then it could work. But even then, I still don't think you win, because this team really offensively needs a playmaker more so than it needs a scorer. Like, if we can get a playmaker that could get everybody going, like Trae Young accounts for like the second most points percentage-wise of his team behind Jokic. Like Trae Young, and it's very close. It's very close. That's how good his playmaking is. And Atlanta has been top 5 for the past like 5 years, scoring-wise. Like, and that's strictly because of Trae Young's playmaking, by the way. I hope y'all know that. Like, that's how good his defense, like Spo is gonna be able to cover him on defense. But in Trae Young trade, you can't trade Ware or Bam. You got to keep wearing Bam. The lobs need to be there. Everything needs to be there. So you can't trade those two. But you could trade Tyler. You could trade Wiggins. You could trade Terry Rozier. You could trade hella picks. Jovic, Jaime, whoever the fuck you want to trade. But yeah. And then, did y'all see Jimmy yesterday, bro? Holy shit. Jimmy went fucking ballistic on one hip, one glute, whatever. He went dumb. And then he said he got his story back. I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel no way. Pat, you fucked up. And I'm over here rooting for Jimmy to get his ring, to be honest. Like, I've really been diehard rooting for Jimmy to get his ring, so I don't give a fuck. But yeah, the Heat fans, I feel like Giannis is possible, but don't do what we did with Dame and think, oh my God, it's happening. Oh my God, we're getting Dame. Just don't do that again. Unless Pat Riley steps down, we probably can really have a high chance of getting Giannis, but I don't know. I don't know, man. The Heat, they got some work to do this offseason. They got some fucking work to do. Like, a lot. Because Andrew Wiggins is a taller version of Terry Rozier, bro. I can't believe we let him wear 22. That is the most disrespectful shit they ever did. Letting Andrew Wiggins wear 22. That was disgusting. Honestly, it was nasty. He's literally a taller version of Terry Rozier. Like, literally. Oh my God. He had no defense this series. He had the favorable mismatches. They're freaking backcourt. There are three people that you had on you were Max Strus, Donovan Mitchell, and Darius Garland. Or this Sam Merrill. You know what I'm saying? And you couldn't do nothing with it. You couldn't ISO. You couldn't get no buckets. You were ass. You were just dog shit. 5 for 12. Oh my God. And to be honest, I'm so cool with trading Tyler for a Giannis or a Trae Young because if I'm being real, Tyler is not built to be a number one option or number one or number two. He's not built for playoff defense. He's physically not built for it from his build, but most importantly, he's up here. He's not built for it because I seen him getting face guarded off ball. You know, I seen him getting face guarded off ball. And he would just give up and go, you know, Curry fights through all this shit. Curry's gonna go get the ball. Curry's gonna do this. Curry ain't just gonna give up on a play. You think you getting face guarded harder than Steph Curry? No. And he still finds a way to get to the ball, get this, get that, get shots. Tyler was just giving up. Tyler didn't, he gave up, bro. He gave up. He surrendered. He threw the white flag every time they guarded him like that off ball, and that shit was pissing me off. And he damn sure can't ISO because, man, listen. I love Tyler as an offensive talent, whatever, but he just doesn't have the physical strength or the mental toughness to be that guy in the playoffs. So you might as well get ahead of it now. His value is high. He just averaged 24 and 47%. He made an All-Star game. If that's, you can, I think you got to go for Giannis with that or Trae Young. And the reason Trae Young over Tyler, even though they're both ass defense, is that playmaking can get a whole team going. Tyler can't get a whole team going with his playmaking. Trae can. And Trae can average the same points Tyler does. Less efficient, maybe, but he can average the same. But it's that playmaking that gets a whole team going that's like, okay, this is what the team needs. So you can do Tyler for Trae, in my opinion. What else? What else we got, man? What else? I'm trying to think. That's really it, bro. You gotta try going to get Giannis or Trae. Those are two. You gotta try going getting one of those two. So hopefully one of them requests a trade. Hopefully both request a trade. Hopefully we try Giannis first and then settle for trade next. But I don't know, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think should happen. Subscribe if you're new, like up the video, and I'm out of here.